There's a song out there. It's called Cocaine. It's a fun song. Can't play it in the schools because the schools kind of get a little pissed off because you're promoting drug use. Well, there is a new way to fight this addiction of cocaine. They are working on a way to actually where they're using lasers to switch off the cocaine searching. Well, the brain is basically, when you have an addiction, the brain is actually searching for the remnants for more cocaine or other narcotics. But in this instance, the certain receptors that are in the brain, they can be switched on and off. It's been turned off in mice. When they turn these certain receptors on, the cocaine searching stops. But if they turn it off, the cocaine searching continues. Now with humans, they've been able to do is it's called a TMS technique, applying an external magnetic field to the brain. It's been shown to switch on and off the activity of the pre-limbic cortex. So Bonik Chen and his colleagues are designing a clinical trial on humans. By using this technique a few times a week on the cocaine addicts, they hope to restore activity to the prelimbic region and help to reduce greater control and less desire for the drug. Crystal, your thoughts?
This is a really interesting study. I tell you, this can get really, really confusing whenever you get down to studying the brain and the different centers of the brain. But this technique, which is called transcranial magnetic stimulation, it's already being used to improve the symptoms of depression in people. So, it makes sense. Depression often goes along with drug use, and that's kind of a cycle there. But whenever you go to look at the areas this stimulates, it stimulates that area. It also stimulates the limbic system of your brain, which is your pleasure center. Mm-hmm. The prefrontal lobes that it also stimulates, that is more or less memory, emotion, and attention. It's kind of like your body's natural filter. This differences in this, and as far as the transmission of the impulses, there's a decrease in it in people with schizophrenia, with bipolar disorder, depression,
Really?
ADHD. So it kind of really makes sense why this would work. And the studies have already shown they can turn on and off that prefrontal cortex.
So if I'm feeling depressed, I can just stick this thing on my head and go, I'm feeling happy now.
Well, I think it kind of actually more is more telling that people that are depressed and have schizophrenia and stuff don't just use drugs just because they're depressed and have schizophrenia. There's actual a brain that we're actually proving what our theory was to begin with. So this is a really cool thing, considering that, oh gosh, what was the statistics? 1.4 million Americans are addicted to cocaine, with 1.5% of Americans between the ages of 18 to 25 saying that they've used it within the past month.
That's a lot of cocaine.
That's a lot, and it's also the leading cause of heart attacks, strokes in the people under the age of 35.
So if you're over 35 and you take cocaine, you should be okay. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
don't use
you
cocaine.
die a little bit later. It's not the first cause of death. It's the second.
Oh. No, the first cause is being caught by your wife in bed with another woman. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that might work too.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a really promising discovery.
Yes, it is. It really is. It's really damn interesting. I just hope if they can use this, get this to a point where they, if they're using this magnetic fields to help treat people, and if this works, then and having to use other drugs to fight drugs, I think would be a great innovation into the field of fighting these addictions. Joe,
I think that more, even more so though, Packard, this is a non-invasive thing. Mm-hmm. It's totally external, so that even more so. And it's also got the potential of helping people with long-term memory loss, such as Alzheimer's.
Really?
So, yes, the limbic system damage and Alzheimer's, the different grades of amnesia, all this can be helped by this, and that is all part of this discovery. You just have to dig a little bit deeper, and you kind of got to have a little bit of a medical knowledge to kind of gather that from it. But that is the kind of the beginning leg to that. So it's really exciting.
Wow, I did not see that in the article, but you must have dug even further than I did.
I did some medical research.
Oh well, you're a nurse, so you would know more way about this than I did. Joe, your thoughts?
Well, I gotta stay away from that laser. No way is a laser messing up my cocaine binge trips to Vegas. Sometimes.
Hey, make sure you got to take it off the stripper's ass too. You know.
Well, of course. I mean, sometimes not feeling my face is the only way I can make the pain go away. No, but seriously, this sounds like a great breakthrough in the area of drug addiction.
Yes.
Drug addiction affects people differently, and I've known a few people in my life that just couldn't not do drugs once they started.
Yeah.
And if medical science can turn off that desire like a switch, then yeah, I'm all for it. Let's do it on people who are willing to make that change in their lives. That sounds great.
Absolutely. That's exactly it. I mean, this way, if they can get treatment and if it's not invasive, this way they don't have to show tracks on their arms for getting medicine put into them or pills or whatever they were taking. So. I think this is really a good idea. What Crystal also added on there was it could also treat depression and these other things as well. So I can just see this being moving the whole technology forward even farther. So, and who knows what else we can accomplish with this.